afternoon. I'm Marcia Parcell with Purdue Extension Health and Human Sciences in Dearborn County, and this is the red, white, and blue edition of Cooking Capers. And so I have cooking this afternoon a combination of a tablespoon of orange juice, a tablespoon of lime juice, and a fourth of a cup of sugar, and then I'm adding 2 cups of fresh blueberries. And yes, blueberries are in season here in Indiana, and these are fresh from, my sister happens to have blueberries, so they're fresh from her patch. And so just talking about it's National Blueberry Month, so even more reason, of course it's National Blueberry Month with blueberries being in season. And they can be grown here in Indiana. I did not do research where most blueberries are from, so I do not have that information to share with you. But there are many great reasons to enjoy blueberries. They are 100 calories in a cup of them, so they're low calorie. They have lots of antioxidants in them, and they are definitely sodium free and fat free. So what a great thing to enjoy in many different ways. And so I'm going to show a couple of ways to use them. But like I said, I'm cooking the sauce. This is for red, white, and blue watermelon treat. And so earlier today, I cubed my watermelon into cubes, and there's 4 cups of that where you put 3 tablespoons of lime juice on it, and so that's been chilling in the refrigerator. And then I just have one dish up here to show you how we'll put it together, but we're letting this sauce cook, like I said, over medium heat, and we're stirring it, and we want the liquid to return to a boil, and then we're going to let it set to cool at room temperature, and then at the end I'll show you how to make it red, white, and blue. But we'll have some other treats to share with you too as we work through this session of cooking capers. So the other thing is we have watermelon that we started with, and so when you're selecting watermelon, do you know what are some good qualities for a watermelon? One thing that I would suggest, you should pick the watermelon up. The watermelon should be heavy. And so I have to laugh about this because one time I went to a farmer's market, and the watermelon, I had to carry a good way to the car, and it was a Jackson County watermelon. If you don't know, Jackson County is a great place to buy watermelons from in Indiana, and it's not too far away. I happen to be at Greensburg in Decatur County for the farmer's market, and the watermelon, I decided it weighed so much that I needed to weigh it when I got home. It weighed 35 pounds. So you want your watermelon to be heavy when you pick it up. Another good thing is for it to have yellow spots on the bottom, like where it's laid on the ground. So those are my hints for when you go to buy watermelon. I know I've had a couple of them this year, and they have all been very good. So if you've been, but my first one is like, do I really want to buy a watermelon or not? Well, it was the $2.99 version of the watermelon. And it was really good. So it was one of those cases where I almost wished that I had gone back and purchased another one. So the blueberry sauce has come to a boil now. So like I said, we're leaving that to set at room temperature. So we'll come back to using this burner in a little bit here, but we'll leave this to cool at room temperature for the red, white, and blue. So now what we're going to move to is we want to make some fruit kebabs. And so we're keeping with that red, white, and blue theme. And so we begin with banana and strawberries and blueberries. So, and I have some little picks that we're going to use for them. We have washed the blueberries and we've washed the strawberries. And if they're red, white, and blue, I like to think of that we should put it in that order. We want to go ahead and cut the banana, but we're going to do one other thing to the banana too to help preserve it, so that if you happen to be taking this to a picnic, which this is a great thing to take to a picnic, with there being individual servings and no one having to touch a spoon to get a serving of this, we want to leave these slices of banana a little larger so they are good amount to easily stay on the pick. And Uh, so we would put the strawberry and then our banana. And then we might put two blueberries too to balance the size of the other ones there. So quick and easy but a great treat, like I said, to take to a family gathering, or if you're hosting a, 4th of July party and you need some quick, easy treats for everyone to enjoy, you have red, white, and blue treats. Okay, so that is the kebab. Then we could go to another side, and so maybe you need a treat for breakfast, or maybe you want to do this for a treat to take to the picnic too. So we're going to actually melt a few white chips. You can do this easily in the microwave. I happen not to have a microwave, so I'm doing it kind of the old-fashioned method in the saucepan here. But the tip is in the microwave, do it on a low power and very short time. It doesn't look like the chips are melting, but they are. So you stir them after 30 seconds. Those directions are usually on the package, or you can Google it too and find it. But I like to use the microwave in a glass measuring cup. Like I said, super simple. What we're going to do is just melt a few of them here, and then we're going to put the top of the donut into our melted white chocolate. You can buy candy coating too. I happen to use chocolate chips because it's more versatile. I don't have to worry about it being left over at my house. I tend not to be one that would use the coating a lot, so I would be more likely to use the chocolate chips. So that's why I elected to buy the chocolate chips rather than buying a candy coating. And then what I did was bought some festive sprinkles that we can use to make it red, white, and blue for the 4th of July. This is the red, white, and blue edition. So, you could do this to cookies too, or if you'd rather use icing for the cookies, make it the red, white, and blue edition. Or maybe you're a person that likes pretzels, and so you could easily make the pretzels festive for our holiday coming up here. So we will smooth that off a little bit and then we will add our sprinkles. And we could have great festive donuts for breakfast in the morning, or like I said, a treat for a family gathering. So hopefully you can see, quick and easy, another red, white, and blue treat for the holiday. Okay, so we are ready now to talk about a watermelon banana split. So what does it take to make a watermelon banana split? Well, we are going to use a small dish, and we are going to use a half of a banana. So we will use part of this that's left from our kebab, and we are going to slice that banana in half and put each slice at the side of the dish there. Then we need, I brought the half a watermelon because of showing you how to scoop, and this is a great thing to know too. So ice cream scoops or measuring spoons like this are great if you want to make watermelon balls. And so that's why I have my ice cream scooper here. I use this to make cookies the right size too, but today is going to make our watermelon scoops for our watermelon banana split. Well, we're going to need a spoon to help get us out of here. Oops. Oops. All right. One down, two to go. So this is a great way, if you have someone that dairy is not something that they can consume. So to make a watermelon split would be a great thing for them. Or there are people that just really love watermelon, and so we now have our 3 scoops, and we're not going to make this any less of a banana split than if you were really doing this with ice cream. So we have then our blueberries to add to 1 scoop. We have pineapple to add to another scoop. I'm going to dice this a little more. And while we're talking about this pineapple, so this is fresh pineapple, which I love. And if you have not had fresh pineapple, you might want to tune in next week because we will be talking about how to cut up a pineapple. And so we then finally add the third fruit that you can have in a banana split, well, a watermelon split in our case. And so we added some fresh strawberries. So then to finish it off, we are going to add our caramel sauce, of course. And we can sprinkle it with a few almonds. So, whew, all right, caramel sauce. This is another thing, a great way for you to fix these, and then if you're having a celebration, just put a spoon, everybody's spoon in their own, and no one has to handle anything else. And we have a few almonds, or you could use whatever your favorite nut is to finish this off. But we have now our watermelon split, and it is ready to enjoy. So we want to then go back to what we started with at the beginning. And so we go back to the red, white, and blue, where we have the watermelon that was soaked in lime juice. And then we cooked up, again, a tablespoon of orange juice, a tablespoon of lime juice, and 1/4 of a cup of sugar. And so we have a beautiful blueberry sauce to go on top of this watermelon, and this is to make 6 cups. And then what we do to add our white is to put a dab of yogurt on top of this. They suggest that you might use lemon, or this is vanilla that I've used. So here we have then our red, white, and blue treat. And so we have red, white, and blue treat with watermelon and lime juice with a blueberry sauce and yogurt. We showed you how to make the red, white, and blue kebabs using strawberries, bananas, and blueberries. We showed you how to do a treat using white chocolate coating for cookies or pretzels or whatever you might put into white chocolate. And finally, then we ended up with the watermelon banana split. So this is another successful edition of Cooking Capers, with this being our red, white, and blue edition. We hope that you will join us again next week when we'll be demonstrating how to cut up a pineapple, and we'll be back to making another kind of smoothie. So have a great 4th of July, be safe, and we'll see you next week.